We are enrolling admissions, but I will say that November 1st is the deadline for our top scholarship program. So although you can apply at any point, I'd recommend that you do it before then to be in the running for our top scholarships. We do have our own application, or you can use the Common App. Both are free, and we do not care which one you use. So whatever's easiest for you, they're essentially the same. They just look a little bit different. We need your high school transcript if you're an incoming first-year student. Test scores are optional if your GPA is over a 3.0 out of a 4.0. If you're coming in as a transfer student, we'll also need your official college transcripts. As I mentioned, our top scholarship program does have a November 1 deadline. We do not have an essay as part of our standard application, but our leading scholarship does have a November 1 deadline and does have an essay. That's the extra component that you need to do for that. We also have scholarships that are not competitive for Michigan and non-Michigan residents based on GPA and ACT or SAT score if you supply it. We only use your test score if it helps you. So when you go on our website, there's a GPA only chart and there's a GPA test score chart. And if you look at that, we'll look at both of them and give you whichever scholarship is higher. We also have a variety of scholarships for things like your parent was a Michigan Tech alum, if you've done FIRST Robotics, Army, Air Force, ROTC. You can see the full listing on our website. We also give out need-based award. I would recommend that you file your FAFSA before December 1st and make sure that your application is also complete by that time to be in our first round of packaging. That's where we give out the most awards that we have available. And so December 1 really is that deadline for financial aid for us in many ways. And that way we can get you your package about early January. So you have lots of time to review it before you make a decision on May 1st. So that was me talking a little bit fast just to make sure we get through it all. But now I'd really love to see what questions you have. So we do have 4 main residence halls. One is an apartment style residence hall. I wish I had a little pointer, but it's like off in the back left-hand corner. That, just so you know, is not going to be where you're going to live as a first year. I'm sorry, it's going to probably be full by the time you're looking at it, but your sophomore year, you might have access to it. It's 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a kitchen and a living room, and all those bedrooms are single, so you're by yourself. And then we have 3 residence halls as a first year you will have access to. And they're kind of awesome because one's small, one's medium, and one's large. So you can pick like the environment you want. That big long one that you see in front of you there, that is Wadsworth Hall. That's our largest residence hall. It holds just over 1,300 students. It's definitely the most vibrant and social, very modern looking. Contrasting to the one that's in the foreground here with the little peak roof on the right-hand side. That's Douglas Houghton Hall. That is our smallest residence hall on campus. We nicknamed it Hogsworth Hall because it has this very like warm Harry Potter feel, fireplaces everywhere and woodwork, and it's a lot of fun. And if you're looking for that like smaller family environment, that's great. McNair, you can see that little square off on the left-hand side. That's part of the building, but it actually extends off of the picture. That's the in-between. It's not as big as Wadsworth. It's not as small as Douglas Houghton Hall. And it's open later for dinner. So if you want to put your boots on and go to a late dinner, that's also a perk too, if you're a late dinner person. But those 3 residence halls I'm talking there have the options of doubles or suites. So suites are 2 double rooms with a shared bathroom versus having your double room with a bathroom on the floor. So lots of options. Yes, you can bring your car to campus. We have lots of land. That means lots of parking lots. I'm not going to lie, you're probably going to park up the hill by our sports complex, but that is there for you.
Awesome. Chrissy, thank you so much for that great presentation. Now we're going to switch gears to our Q&A. So everyone, this is your chance to ask any questions you have. Again, don't be shy. You can ask anything. And so one question is, tell us a bit about some more campus events and fun traditions at Michigan Tech.
Yeah, so our campus is a lot. So first of all, we're Division I for men's ice hockey. So varsity sports are also Division II besides men's ice hockey. So there's lots of campus events that revolve around our sporting events. We have some of our more popular student organizations. We have an outdoor adventure program. They do like kayaking, canoeing, backpacking, and they have all the equipment for that. And they do all sorts of lead trips, which are fun, snowshoeing, all sorts of fun stuff. We have the film board on campus, which is really popular. They turn one of our largest lecture halls, which is pretty much what it's primarily used for, truly, into a movie theater every weekend. And so $5, you can see a movie and get a pop and a popcorn. So pretty inexpensive. And our students get to vote on what movies that they're bringing in each weekend. So that's fun. We do a lot with our visual and performing arts. I know that we have a couple productions each year. And then on top of that, we bring in productions. We've had different ballet troupes come through, concerts. We've had theater troupes come through as well and do live theater performances on our campus as well. So if you're active in the visual and performing arts or love to go to the theater, or love to see live music, that's definitely popular with our students too. We have like fun things like ultimate frisbee or frisbee golf, and we also do frisbee, which is like frisbee played with hockey rules. I don't know, it's another like weird funky thing that we do. On Tuesday nights, our pool, they actually put log roll, like have you ever seen like the lumberjack games where they do the log rolling? We have like practice logs, so they have little fins on them so they rotate slower, so you can, and as you get better at it, you can actually take the fins off so that it rolls like until you have no fins and it's an actual log. So if you ever want to try out log rolling, and I think it's Tuesday nights, I think it's 5:30 in our pool, we do log rolling. So that's fun. Yeah, we have a full sports complex too to stay active. So community weight room and things like that. They do TRX classes, yoga, Pilates, those types of things too. We do some cultural events on campus, like Diwali night is really popular, all sorts of opportunities to get involved in community service and leadership. About 10% of our students are also involved in Greek life. Some of the other traditions that we have on campus, I probably could talk for forever. K-Day is really popular. That's the first Friday of classes. Our students get out at noon and they get to go to a local park. We bus all the students over to a local park, and they have booths set up for all the student organizations. So it's a good way for you to learn like what student orgs are there, and for like the current students that are returning students, I should say, to see what's new and different. And they also have things like, they always have like those like sumo wrestling, like the big padded guys where you can like pretend to sumo wrestle each other, or all sorts of like blow up slides and things like that. So it's a little like picnic that we have to celebrate back to school or some of the traditions. We also, Princess Point, which is this little park down, when you walk on the walkway, there is a big sand beach, so you could swim there, but there's also a place where you can have a big bonfire. So it's a popular place for our students to hang out in the fall and in the spring too. So that's a couple off the top of my head, but there's lots. We've been around since 1885, so our school has accumulated a lot of traditions.
Yeah, sounds yeah. It sounds like there are lots of fun ones. That's great to hear.